Who did I just miss? I've missed someone else as well. Who was on Birds Flying High? Steve Carell. I didn't cut out Steve Carell. Craig Robinson. Let's do you first, and then we'll put up Steve Carell. Craig Robinson. Son of Man Code, and then let's cut another one out for Steve Carell. Steve Carell. Steve Carell. Create. Right, gotcha. Let's come back to class. Let's add another one. Who's next on this list? Nick Swardson, never heard of him. Adam Sandler, we've done Adam Sandler. Kevin, have we done Kevin Hart? We must have done Kevin Hart. Sure, I have done Kevin. I'd be surprised if she ain't up there. Kevin Hart. There's a transvestigation channel out there. It says I haven't done him. I could have sworn I've done it. Okay. There's a transvestigation channel out there that says Kevin Hart is a man. I used to really like that channel as well. Kevin Hart. There's a picture of Kevin Hart with David Beckham, and the transvestigator is saying, quite clearly you can see David's a girl because of this, and this. And he goes to Kevin and goes, but Kevin's got a square head, he's got this, he's got that. And I was just thinking, no, he hasn't. He's all 4 foot of a nubbet. Honestly, Kevin Hart's got to be one of the smallest women in Hollywood, right? She's tiny in comparison to someone like The Rock. That's the comparison of what real women in size should look like, and this is what they've been doing to them. Kevin Hart. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Dental's too small. Ears too small and too high. Sloping jawbone. She's had a jaw implant, but she's still got sloping shoulders, look. No trachea, no Adam's apple. It's a girl, final answer. Is that his wife? Oh, you're done right there, aren't you? What do you mean I can't tell by looking? Who we're doing? Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. Search. Again, I used to like Kevin Hart quite a lot. And the moment I discovered this subject, I'm repulsed, literally repulsed by them, knowing that they're here to lie. And that's what they do. Every day they tell you that they're men when they're actually women. They tell you that they're women when they're actually men. And when you try and point out anything that's truthful, like the flat earth, fake dinosaurs, they call you schizophrenic, which is the pot calling the kettle black, right? Of course it is, because you can go to any psychiatrist handbook, and anybody who's thinks that there's something else than that they actually are, it's called schizophrenia, split personality. I'm sorry, but I'm happy being a natural, normal, straight guy. I don't want to have sex with men with boobs. I don't want to have sex with women with beards. I like the way God made it. Look at the rock there. Kevin Hart taking the piss, look at the rock there. That's got to be one of the most faggiest pictures. Look at those hips. That's got to be the most faggiest picture of the rock there is. And the pictures are in pink shirts and all of this, but that right there with a fanny pouch. Let's go back. If you can explain to me why Hollywood couples look like this, i.e. the man is shorter than the woman, that'd be nice. You're welcome. The whole point of Hollywood is to keep you captivated, spellbound, if you like, so that you don't notice the real world around you. In the real world, women don't stand over their husbands like this. They don't. It's very rare. Scott up the road does. Scott is a short guy though, and his girlfriend's about my size, 5'8", 5'10". So there is this offset in Scott and his wife, but she is all woman, I'm telling you, and he's a little short bloke. It's very rare I see this in real life, like with Scott and his wife. Every other couple down my street, it's the man that's bigger than the woman. Every time. At most, the woman's the same height as the man. Never this way round. Very sparsely, shall I say. Not never, but very sparsely do I see couples like this. And when you do see a couple like this, it should be an indicator straight away. Or at least it should be an alarm call to your senses to say, take a closer look, because the woman's taller than the man. Straight away. Same if she's wider than the man. Your attention. All I can tell you is, like I said, I've only seen 4 out of the blue flip-flops ever in the time I've been doing this. But because I've been doing it so long, when I saw them, it was instantly, it was like RoboCop scanning a criminal. I was like, feet, arms, all the way up the body until something registers in my brain. I do it all the time. I can just, when I'm walking down the street, I see normal couples, normal gates, normal families riding normally on bikes. Everywhere I look, I'm always scanning. I tell you, the day I walk into a room full of them, that'll be funny. Because you're just going to hear my laugh. You're not fooling me, flip-flops. I walk straight back out the door. The truth of the matter is that the devil has done this. I know you don't believe in the devil for most of you, and most of you don't believe in God and Jesus. I'm not here to push that down your throat. You have to take it slowly when it comes to God, and hate the word religion, to religion you. I was having a chat with Alex earlier on. Alex said it. He's doubting that the Bible's the truth, and I said, I've already been through it. I've already argued this with myself. The Masons wrote it. It's a copyrighted book to the copyright of the English Crown. All monies go to the English Crown for the KJV Bible. But when you look into the KJV Bible, there was 20,000 differences between that and the Geneva, or that and the Tinsdale, and 15,000 between that and the Geneva, something like that. So the book's been changed and translated in a million different ways. There's been books kept out of it. He was talking about the Gospel of Thomas, which I've listened to. Whatever books have got all the truth in it, God will give us to them, give them to us when the time's right. For now, he wants you to take that leap of faith that is real. That's right. The Bible said, Jesus said, man doesn't get into heaven on his works alone. So me doing all of this and rejecting God and Jesus and everything is no good. There's a certain amount of faith that has to come into it, because you truly don't know for sure what's coming after this life. Neither do I. I just know there's God. I don't know what comes after it. I don't know if it's heaven. I don't know if it's another body. I don't know if it's another world. Maybe God gives us all an earth to ourselves. Imagine that. I've got no idea. All I do know is that God exists because I'm here. This world, this realm that I'm existing in, these thoughts that I have, these conclusions that I come to, that's because I'm made in God's image. In the image of God created he them. Alex was also talking about the Gnostic Christians who say that God, or at least the one they call Yahweh, is a second God that God created and gave him a world and hid himself from, and the first thing he did was make another god and hide himself. I think that's how he read it to me, yeah. All I can admit in all of this is that there is a creator. And he must love us for God to allow this to keep on happening. He must have a purpose and a plan for each and every one of us. He must love us to allow suffering to continue. The heartache in this world that's caused because of these people and their schemes and their plans and their psyops, the heartaches that are in this world, the tears that have been soaked into this world because of these people, because of Satan, is unfathomable. And they've been doing it almost since the dawn of time, apparently. If I can date this back to Babylon, and they was getting away with it in Babylon, then you can put it another 1,000 years in front of that. Kevin Hart is a liar and a deceiver. His wife has got bigger, wider eyes than him. She doesn't have the biggest clavicles look in the world, but she's not the tallest of men, is she? Because Kevin's tiny. If you gave her Dwayne Johnson for a boyfriend, it would look like the Odd Couple. It still does look like the Odd Couple, doesn't it? Tell me, who's got the bigger, wider face? The cannonball head is there, look, because it's wider in the cheekbones. This one is widest in the hairline. It's got a long face, look. The triangle is small. The triangle is huge, look. Just draw them in your mind. I told you, study the videos, learn how to do this for yourself. Learn about the skulls, learn about the legs and the gaits and the arms and the knuckles and digit ratios. Learn all these markers that I'm here to teach you, so you know them off by heart. I know that there's plenty of students out there, I'm not going to mention your names, that have learned to do this so thoroughly. I mean, some of them even do their own pictures and stuff. My gratitude goes out to you, it really does. I'm grateful that you listen to me, I'm grateful that you learn. I'm glad that you know these things the way I do. 1,000 years, fake years, yeah, that's to let the little season be true. If they added 1,000 years on, then we're at only 1,250 years, which means we're about to end the little season this year. 2025 is the end of the little season. If it started in 1776, which would explain why the Statue of Liberty's got chains on it, because it's Lucifer chained in hell, being released, and that's what the statue was for. And then Lucifer gets to run amok for 250 years on Earth until the end of this year. That's if we're in the little season. If not, then we're in Revelations. Tell me, does it feel like lots of things are being revealed to you? And I won't add anything else to it. This is a dude with a bowling-sized head. This is a tic-tac shaped woman in the head. Kevin wants me to be quiet. Shh, shush, he said. I won't be quiet. No, Kevin, you're a little tart. You got a getty image. You got close set eyes. You got small eye set ears. You got a wide forehead, and you got a false chin. Kevin Hart's a mincer. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Walking. We're done. Look at that beautiful flamingo foot. I'm akimbo. I think forensics is the finest gift from God. I really do. I think it's going to be taught around the world when people pick up on this, because this is a rollout. The more people I am teaching and you teach, these people are going to start rolling themselves out openly. I'm telling you now, mark my words, right? It's a gut instinct I've got that as this gets deeper and deeper, you're going to have Kevin come out and say, I used to be a girl. and then someone else, and then all the fans will be like, oh, poor Kevin. Oh, Kevin, I feel so bad for you, Kevin. Kevin, there's people living down the street in tents where I live. They're living in the woods in cardboard boxes, Kevin. So now I don't feel sorry for fucking Kevin and his 8-foot tall Amazonian princess man bride. No, I don't. I feel sorry for what's happened to them, I do. That they've been changed like that. But they chose to continue this charade, this lie. Kevin, or whatever her name is, pretended to be Kevin and carried on pretending to be Kevin. It's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. You know you're a girl. Pretending to be a boy for money, fame and riches. None of it you can take into the next world where God's waiting for you. When I told Christy, my friend, about man, bearing in mind Christy's been friends with her all her life, went to the wedding, all the rest of it, the first thing she said was, oh, poor Jack and Amanda. And I was, I freaked out on her. What do you mean? Are you living in £1 million house, Christy? No, you're not. Do you have lots of days when you worry about your bills and stuff? Because they don't. These people don't worry about bills or anything. Everything they show you about, I'm in financial difficulties. What? With 4 fucking houses? I don't, oh, excuse my language. Excuse me, that's twice I've sworn in the space of 5 minutes. Look, my sorrow goes out to the children in this world that still have to live in poverty. This is the best part of it, right? You want to tell me that your IQ is high, you've got degrees, you're smarter than me. I'm schizophrenic. No, not food near me. Sure, I just want food. Auto prediction. Food. It's still going to show up. You're going to tell me, right, that we're not mental when all of this food is given to us by God for free. We can grow it in the ground. We can get it from the sea. We can get it from the air. We can get sources of food from all 3 places, land, sea and air. And it's free. God gave it to us for free. What do we do now? We sell it to each other. Free food, we sell it to each other. Don't even get me started on houses and rent. Don't even get me started on houses and rent. You want me to believe there's no God? Tell me, where did all this idea for food come from? Let's just take bread for an instant, right? God created flour, wheat, right? He created a plant that grows in the ground, and when you grind it down, it becomes wheat and flour. With that flour, you can make all sorts of pastries and cakes and donuts and everything. But let's just talk about the bread that comes from the wheat. We can make all sorts from it. You can toast it. You can make it into sandwiches. You can have flat bread. You can have stone bread. You can have all these... The abundance just in bread alone, let alone talking about spices, herbs, cheeses. Don't even get me started. God made all of this for free. And we charge each other for it. Not only do we charge for the free food, but we charge for the free land. Apparently the world, all of us, were in $356 trillion worth of debt. To whom? To whom do I owe 376 made up trillion dollars? Because it's made up, it's fictional. Only because they say so. Don't question the matrix. Don't question the idea that they've got. That's what they don't want. God took care of everything. Yes, he did. He made sure that we needed for nothing. And these people make us want for everything. To the point that they'll tax you on your drinking water. Everything on earth needs water. Everything. Even plants. It's a gift from God. It never runs out. It comes from the fountains of the deep. But you're not allowed access to that pure, clean, sparkling water. You have to wait for it to be pumped into a filtration unit where they're going to put fluoride in the bastard. Oh, I nearly swore. Fluoride in it. This world, I hate it. I can't stand it. And the reason is, Jesus already told me, it's because I'm not of this world. I'm not. I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to be with Jesus. Jesus is my big brother and God is my heavenly Father. And I can't wait to be with him. Because this shithole, oh, I've done it again. This crap hole of a world that I was born into doesn't care. The masses do not care. I don't know if they ever will care. I don't know if they ever will care. Like you and I do. I don't ever know if God's going to touch them and show them the kingdom the way he showed it to us. And it really does. It breaks my heart. It gives me great anxiety and pain that my best friends and family and all this don't care. And when it actually comes down to it, they will care. There'll be great wailing in their hearts and gnashing of their teeth. And God's going to say, I sent you a messenger. I sent you someone who loved you. Your best friend, your brother, your sister, your dad, your whatever you are to those people. God's amazing. Not only did he create a world full of millions of different flavours and smells and sights, he filled it full of millions of different minds, all alike but different. But they've all been lied to. We've all been lied to. And it's because of pigs like this. This is a pig. It scoffs at us as far as I'm concerned. It knows God exists. It knows what it's doing in this world. It knows how it's perverting the course of justice in this world. That's what they are. They're all perverts. Inverts and perverts. They go hand in hand. And as Beverly told me from the beginning, how can you trust anybody who's not being honest about their core identity? Kevin Hart from Flamingo twice. Look at that diamond. Look at that diamond. That's not Kevin Hart, but look at the diamonds on both of them. Full mints, Kevin Hart, arm akimbo, shoulder twisted. It's a woman. Final answer. And again, oh no, it's not. Straight-legged boyfriend, no. Oh, it is there. It's because I saw those two shoes. I thought they were his feet. It's not. That's the fat bitch behind him. There, full mints. It is a full mints. And another one there. Kevin Hart, full mints. All photos are admissible in court. I've got 20,000 memes ready to convict 20,000 celebrities for the lies they've told in this world. These people are the menaces in society, and when you can see them for that, life changes. It does. No longer am I scared of the propaganda that they've pushed on